Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Glaspalast here in Sindelfingen, and it's time to commence with this evening's entertainment as we continue the first round of the European Darts Grand Prix. The first man we introduce to the stage is playing in his 4th Euro Tour event this year, a Lakeside World Championship finalist. He's the reigning Finder Darts Masters champion. He's Dutch. He's Noppert, Danny Noppert. We now welcome to the stage our Eastern European qualifier, a winner of a UK Open qualifier. He's the reigning Winmore World Masters champion, the Polish Eagle, Krzysztof Ratajski. Each match played over the best of 11 legs. And your referee, the Kirkulator, Kirk Bevins.
Well, welcome to Sindelfingen for the second session of action at the European Darts Grand Prix. Here at the Glaspalast, we've got 8 games for you this evening that follow the 8 games we had this afternoon. Big wins for the likes of Martin Schindler, the German #2. Alan Tabben, the veteran, playing some very good darts at the moment. Maros Razma, the Latvian. Aaron Monk back on the Euro Tour after years away and getting a win. We've got some big names on the way this evening. James Wade, the biggest of the lot. He takes on the Maximizer, Max Hopp, Germany's #1. Paul Nicholson, out of the commentary box, back on the stage. He's against Dawson Marshall. Got some German representation alongside Max Hopp, Robert Marjanovic, but we start with a clash of 2 reigning BDO champions, Danny Noppert and Krzysztof Ratajski. This should be good, but then again, we were talking this up as the game of the first round last time they met on the Euro Tour in the first round, and it was a stinker. Hopefully, it'll be better tonight. I'm Dan Dawson, Mike Lawrence alongside me for the opening game of the night.
Game on!
Yes, the first of 8 games we're bringing you live tonight, and it's Poland versus the Netherlands. Krzysztof coming through the East European qualifier that they have now for these European Tour events.
140.
And up against the Dutchman, Danny Noppert, who came through last night against Michael Toretta, Rusty Jake Rodriguez, and beating Benito van der Pas here in the qualifiers to come through as one of the 8 European qualifiers to take their place in the first round. So he's not had an easy route here, I think it's fair to say, Danny.
99.
Well, Krzysztof Ratajski, a title winner on the full tour this year. He doesn't have a tour card, but he played the UK Open qualifiers and won one of them, because he's that good.
96.
One of the reasons he didn't get his tour card was because he was beaten on one of the days at Q School by this man, Danny Noppert. One of 3 times they've met. Every single time, Danny Noppert has emerged victorious. One in the BDO last year, one at Q School, one on the Euro Tour earlier this year. And he started off pretty strongly here, leaving 82 after just 9 darts. Potential 11-dart leg coming in from Noppert. Ratajski's not going to leave a finish because he's chucked in a ton 40 to leave 168, like some sort of Phil Taylor tribute act. No need to go 18 and bull here because Ratajski has left the bogey number. So he can just go treble 20 for double 4.
So yes, Ratajski will be keen to end that run of defeats against Danny Noppert. As Little Richard said in his introduction, Ratajski winning his first PDC title earlier this year, the 6th UK Open qualifier, beating Daryl Gurney in the final, on his way to the final, beating Rob Cross, Corey Cadby and Ian White. So he had some run there.
140.
Yeah, it's almost as if he's a top class player who we'd like to be seeing a lot more of. But then again, if you watched the Euro Tour last year, you'd know that.
180.
Well, already the signs are a lot better than their previous meeting. They met at the German Darts Grand Prix. That was in Munich, the second Euro Tour event of the year. This is the 5th, the European Darts Grand Prix. And my word! Proper dart.
What a standard to crack off the night with. And plenty of people have made their way here into the Glass Palace this evening. And the venue will fill up capacity crowds tomorrow and Sunday, I'm sure. But they're up for a big night of darts as 8 more players look to make their way into the second round when the 16 top seeds come into the competition tomorrow.
Staying there for a single 18 to leave double 16. And misses outside. And that means that Noppert, who's left 41 after 9, after leaving 82 after 9 in the first leg, is looking at tops for a 2-0 lead. Danny Noppert has started this match like lightning out of a gun, but he's just missed 2 chances there to double his advantage.
Double 16, no messing for Ratajski. With these two battling it out to face Gerwyn Price in tomorrow's second round.
Yeah, playing Gerwyn Price now is a lot more formidable a task than it was even a month ago. When Gerwyn Price was still in the Premier League, his confidence was shot. He wasn't enjoying the game, he wasn't playing particularly well, but almost immediately, following his elimination on Judgment Night, Gerwyn Price has raised his level, and he showed that in Graz last time out in the Euro Tour when he went all the way to the final and was only beaten by his fellow Welshman Johnny Clayton.
60.
Didn't go well for the Welshman Robert Owen in the final game of the afternoon session. Whitewashed by the German number 2 Martin Schindler. Jamie Lewis, another Welshman. He's playing third game tonight against Christian Bunzer, one of the German host nation qualifiers. Well, Danny Noppert, just for a change, has not left a finish after 3 visits to the board. Not sure he was ever likely to sustain his average of 120.
Yes, the German crowd
140.
I'm sure helped Martin Schindler towards that 6-0 win, getting behind their man. And they will be cheering on the local stars this evening.
96.
Christian Bunzer, Max Hopp, winner on the European Tour, of course, this year, and Robert Marjanovic.
41.
That's a 41 for Krzysztof Ratajski, being punished by karma for once again leaving a bogey number, second time in just 3 legs in this game. Still gets a chance for a break of throw to go into the lead for the first time. Treble 18 leaves the ball. Oh no, have we got a scoreboard error?
84.
Oh, he thought the treble was in.
52.
Baffled the Polish Eagle there. Well, I thought it looked pretty clear that it wasn't in. He could have asked. Kirk would have told him, but he didn't.
Oh, well, he wasn't made to pay, but shake of the head from Ratajski. A miscount, back for tops for a break of throw.
I think that the Polish Eagle was too busy thinking about his rather embarrassing mistake in the previous visit and did not give that its full attention, because that dart at double 10, the last one, was abysmal. But he will get another go. Seen these missed before, seen the big number missed. The easy bit is done. And the tricky bit is done as well, and Krzysztof Ratajski wins a silly leg. These two are averaging in excess of 110 halfway through this third leg, and then Krzysztof Ratajski couldn't even tell what finish he was supposed to be taking out.
No, messy in the end, but getting the job done and kicking off with his second 180 of the match.
Well, this game's got everything. We've got 180s, we've got big finishes, we've got people miscounting and not knowing what they've left. It's got the lot. More, please, lads. I say it's got everything. Yeah, obviously it doesn't have one of them. I'm not going to have a 9 darts. Madness.
And yes, this is just the first of 8 matches on stage here at the Glass Palace tonight.
80.
Just a ton. Not going to worry Christoph. Really won't worry him now because he's left himself tops after 12 darts. And Ratajski, a man who has lost every single time that he has played Danny Noppert in the past, looks set to open up a 2-leg advantage here.
40.
Tops then for 3-1. Can he guide it in past that one? One more chance. Oh, too low that time. So Noppert, with that decent visit before, to give himself a decent chance of a finish. Double 18.
69. 20.
And again, it's the business end of the legs which is letting these guys down at the moment.
He's done it again. Well, last time he hit the single 15 going for double 10. Now he hits the double. And the radar is completely off for Christoph Ratajski in that little section of the board, and he is made to pay. He was bossing that leg, and he has just gifted it to Danny Noppert. Two advantage Noppert. Well, he should be finding at least a ton from there, but I think he's switching down the board and only comes away with 59. He's frustrated after that first dart. It looked a perfect miss, if there is such a thing.
And Noppert earning his tour card after switching from the BDO at the start of the year as a player top of the European Order of Merit. He's come through his opening round matches on the 3 times we've seen him on the European Tour so far this year.
Yeah, gone no further though. Danny Noppert, second round's as far as he's got. Gerwin Price awaiting the winner of this one, and right now he can't get much closer than these two. 2 legs each and only 2 points separating them in this 5th leg.
94.
Bit more like it. Much more like it from Christoph Ratajski. That's his 3rd maximum already in this one. Christoph Ratajski hasn't had things all his own way in qualifying for these Euro Tour events at the start of this year. This is only the 2nd one that he's played, where last year he was just dominating the Christoph Ratajski qualifier. He qualified for every single one bar 1. However, towards the back end of the year, he won the 6th, the 7th and the 8th one, so he will be appearing in the next 3 Euro Tour events as well. Plenty of opportunities to get some ranking money, get into the European Championship. And who knows, maybe do enough to get a tour card without having to go to Q School, although he'll have to do very well. Only narrowly missed out on it last year as Noppert needed that 57 for a go at the bullseye. Ratajski,
92.
100 needed for a break of throw, treble 20 double top. That'll be the first option. Could look at treble 16 for double.
52. And you require 40.
So a chance to nudge back in front then for the Dutchman. And no messing that time. And yes, I'm sure Ratajski, having qualified for those 3 future European Tour events, will be hoping he avoids Danny Noppert in the draw.
Well, the longer this trend goes on of Noppert beating him, then the more you'll consider it being a factor. Because I'm firmly of the opinion that certain players can get things stuck in their head where it's just like, I cannot beat this guy, whatever happens. I mean, Christoph was averaging 110 early on in this game, and he was still well, over the 100 mark. And he finds himself 3-2 down. Because he's just thrown some silly darts as well as some magnificent ones.
140.
That was more towards the latter end of the scale from Danny Noppert there, the magnificent rather than the silly.
Down to a finish. And still anyone's game at this stage, really.
77. Rest of you require 170.
Both players missing doubles at the end of legs.
125.
That will do. Christoph Ratajski may not have gone for the bullseye anyway in that visit, with Noppert not on the finish. So Ratajski has got options here. 5 for double top, but I would think that 13 for double 16 will be the route for Christoph Ratajski here. Okay, well, I mean, you could go 4 and then 9, but then you only get 1 dart at the double, Christoph. But if that's all you need, then you just be you, Christoph.
No problem.
Seen a few players making their return to the European Tour after some time away. Aaron Monk, Steve Hine, Peter Hudson were all this afternoon. Kirk Shepherd back on the Euro Tour. So a debut for Mats Gies. Tonight we've got Jamie Caven back on the Euro Tour after a spell away.
108.
That's a second maximum for Danny Noppert. 5 180s in this game so far. Split 3-2 in Ratajski's favour.
58.
So Noppert will be favourite to get down to a finish first, especially if he hits another one of those.
Yeah, use the bullseye there. An extra 5 points compared to a single 20 has got him down to 116 instead of 121. So 1 treble gets him a dart at a double, rather than 1 treble getting him a dart at the bullseye. But Christoph, even at 180, wouldn't have got him to a finish there. So Danny is just cruising through this leg, and some strong, uncomplicated holds of throw is exactly what Danny Noppert is looking for to see this game out.
98.
But having missed inside on the 18, things can get a little bit awkward. It would not surprise me if Danny Noppert decides to split this. Single 2 for double 8, perhaps. Let's see. Maybe going straight at it. And he does go straight at it, and he does pin it very, very simply. 13 darter, 4-3.
So it's nip and tuck, this one. The Netherlands versus Poland.
437.
The Netherlands versus Spain next. Jermaine Watermana up against Tony Alcinas.
131.
Well, the scoring, you have to say, has been pretty decent.
Yes, in fact, I think we've had 6 maximums in total. I thought we had 5, but Danny Noppert has smuggled another one in there, according to my statistics screen. May need to smuggle one in here. And he might just do it. It'd leave 41 and put enormous pressure on Ratajski. Oh, and it's rejected from the board.
What a time for a bounce out.
Well, even an extra 20 points would have made a massive difference there, because Noppert is going to come back.
97.
And he's only going to get 1 dart at the double, if that. Treble 19 leaves double 12. He does get a dart for the leg. And he takes it. It's 101 checkout. And how this game has changed since Christoph Ratajski missed dart after dart after dart for a 3-1 lead. It was that 4th leg where he just fluffed his lines, and then Noppert has just been able to edge ahead, and that 177 puts him firmly in the driver's seat. It looks like we're going to see a 4th consecutive win for Danny Noppert against Christoph Ratajski. When they met on the Euro Tour last time out, it was not pretty. It was a slog. But this has been very impressive from Danny Noppert, the scoring particularly.
Yes, and he's really held it together and come good at the business end of the match to take that 8th leg with that 101 checkout.
I think this is probably the best we've seen Danny Noppert play on the European Tour. He has been putting in the odd decent performance on the professional circuit in his first year in PDC darts. She was very happy about that. A lot of arm waving around, celebrating Danny Noppert's excellence, albeit inconsistent excellence. Maybe this is the weekend where the Finder Master winner steps up and shows everybody what he can do in PDC darts.
$123.
Well, he's down to a finish, and Ratajski isn't. So a bit of time on his hands should he need it.
You see there, Danny Noppert is not going treble 18 and ball for a 1-2-4 because he didn't need to. Earlier on, Christoph Ratajski went 14 and ball because he thought he'd hit the treble 20. There are certain times when you expect players to go certain ways, and Christoph Ratajski confounded us all earlier on, and it kind of messed things up for him in this match. And Danny Noppert has just knocked him out once again. Christoph Ratajski may be the scourge of autocorrect, but Danny Noppert is the scourge of Christoph Ratajski. 4 wins out of 4 for Noppy against the Polish Eagle, the man who was superb on the Euro Tour last year. It is not going that well for him this time around.
So victory for the Dutchman, who will take on Gerwyn Price in tomorrow's 2nd round. And Dan Dawson just hot-footing it to the stage to grab a few words with Danny Noppert. And then we will see another Dutchman in action, Jermaine Watimena, up against the Spaniard, Tony Alcinas.
Danny, congratulations. You've gone and beaten Christoph there for the 4th time. You keep running into Christoph, and you keep finding ways to win.
Yeah, I know he's a hard opponent, and I need to play my best against him. And yeah, I started well, and yeah, I think the first 2 legs I started well, and after that I keep missing, and I got my game back after it, and yeah.
You've averaged 100. It's probably the best we've seen from you on a big stage in the PDC, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the triple's going well. Throwing a little bit faster and yeah, I'm feeling great at the moment, and only looking forward to play more matches on this stage and keep growing and learn every week. And
is there any pressure on you as a major champion in the BDO coming over to the PDC in your first year? Do you think people are looking at you, expecting you to go and win a title, to be in finals?
No, don't think so. I don't have much pressure on myself. Yeah, sometimes I want to let everyone see my best game, but sometimes it happens and sometimes not. And yeah, I'm happy with every win, and yeah.
Well, it's very good tonight. Go win prize for you tomorrow. Congratulations. Danny Noppert.